go. This aircraft is called a K-Max. It's built originally. Hang on, let me just shut that door. This aircraft was built originally to go out in the forest and pick trees up when they do the lumbering. It also has a big cargo hook area that we use for building ski lifts, that type of stuff. Remote, tough, back and forth, day in, day out type operations. What we've done with it, though, over at Lockheed, with our partners over at Command, is turned it into an unmanned aircraft. This aircraft can fly by itself, nobody on board, pick up cargo and bring it out to the people in Afghanistan, our troops that we're supporting over there. There's been 2 of them over there for a couple of years now. They've moved over 4 million pounds of cargo back and forth, just bringing that stuff. Doesn't sound very exciting, and it's kind of not, but when you think about what it's doing, it picks up a load all by itself with no intervention from people. People aren't remote control flying it. The aircraft is completely doing it on its own. Brings that load out to a forward base somewhere and puts the load on the ground. What that does is it gets our Marines and soldiers and stuff off the roads. I've heard about the roadside bombs the terrorists over there put, and they hurt a lot of our guys. There's many, many people, and they can tell you exactly pretty much how many people are alive and have their arms and legs and health because of this system. This system has saved a lot of lives, and it's also a lot of money savings too. You think about it, a helicopter is not cheap. This aircraft's about $5 million. The modifications and systems we put on there are some money too. When you send out a convoy to bring stuff to these folks, you're sending 10 trucks, 12 trucks, tanks. You have Predator drones over the top of it, keeping an eye on anything. So this thing saves a lot of money too, as weird as that might sound. So it's a very, very effective way to do it. What we do now is we say, we're here, bring the load out there, and we build a route so the aircraft will pick the load up, bring it out, come to a hover, and put the load down. When it senses the load is on the ground, it releases it. We have to tell it pretty much what to do. But that's, Army units, Marine units, they're moving around a lot, so we might not know exactly where it's going to be. We've developed a system that we're finishing up the touches on it now. We call it the hockey puck. You put this thing on the ground, the aircraft senses it, comes to a hover wherever it is, lowers the hook into a basket, automatically hooks the load up, and brings it back. So no real you don't have to get really extensive planning. You just say, come in this area, it sees the sensor on the ground, cranks itself up down to it, and picks up the load. We do a lot of stuff like this over at Lockheed. A lot of mechanical and electrical, all these type of engineering disciplines are involved in this too. Aeronautical engineering, which is what I do, is how do we stress the load, the aircraft to put these antennas and carry the loads and all that kind of stuff. So it's a lot of stuff to go through for college and to get to this point. But when you get out, you get these really, really interesting things with some interesting people helping Marines and different service members out over there. So it's kind of a fulfilling job too. Very, very rewarding to know that this program that I'm working on has an effect that there's young 20-year-old, whatever, Marine Corps guys walking around alive and healthy because we were involved in it.